few minutes ago, we saw the first showing of The Incredible Hulk.
Yes, we did.
Initial thought, it was good. I mean, it was the Hulk movie that
well, there's always spoilers. Just gotta throw that out there.
I was thinking about saying that, but I'm like, heck with it.
Yeah, I guess they know.
Yeah. Well, anyway, as I was saying, it was the Hulk movie I always wanted to see. Well, I mean, Hulk movie that, I expected.
It was definitely...
Better than the first.
Yeah, I definitely appreciated this one more than the first one. It was a good movie. It was good.
I mean, not as good as Iron Man.
No, I mean, Iron Man pretty much overshadowed it still.
Yeah.
I mean, Iron Man set a bar to comic book movies I'm not sure even The Dark Knight can fill. I sure hope The Dark Knight lives up to
Warner,
it.
Yeah, Warner Bros. Get their heads out of their asses.
But,
that seems unlikely.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good movie. It was a Hulk movie. You know, it was pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, it had its fair share of Bruce Banner time. But.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely took the time to explore the Bruce and Betty Thunderbolt Ross triangle.
And pretty much did the whole origin in the opening credits.
Did the whole origin different from the comics.
And different from Iron Man, like... Which was
no, well, I mean, I'm talking about just Hulk origins.
Yeah.
Where they did an experiment like the TV show, but he used himself as a test subject, and it went horribly wrong.
Yeah.
Nothing with the gamma bomb or anything like that. And no Rick Jones.
Yeah.
In this incarnation either.
Yeah. Pretty much the cast, pretty much everybody, the whole cast did well. I mean, Ed Norton was great. Liv Tyler was good, and William Hurt, he did a good job as Thunderbolt Ross, and
Tim Roth.
Tim Roth as Blonsky. Blonsky, yeah.
Emil Blonsky.
Yeah. AKA the Abomination.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought the cast, you really couldn't get any better cast-wise.
I mean, another good job by Marvel,
Marvel casting did a great job.
Yeah.
So are we doing the good first?
Well, yeah.
Alright, so let's do the good. The cast was definitely excellent. The acting was good. It was very good. The story. What'd you think of the story?
Pretty much spot on to the source material. I mean, that's Banner's whole deal. I mean, he's on the run from the military, from anybody that wants to use the Hulk as for power and all that.
Right.
So
it was
that was
I
mean, it was the exact interpretation.
Yep, with metaphors about power and corruption and how those things go hand in hand, and about how I don't want to say the love conquers all, but
no.
Sort of like his feelings for Betty kind of controlled his lust for power, or the rage,
or his anger,
or Thunderbolt's lust for power. Yeah. It was kind of like the family. And,
you have a person, the dysfunctional, daughter-father relationship.
Right, but how he sort of kind of found some sort of balance.
Yeah.
And ironically, it was the balance of a sort of evil Hulk, an abomination that kind of helped Hulk find his place. You know what I mean? It's like the existence of these supervillains is what helped the Hulk realize he was good.
Yeah.
But they did a good job
making
Hulk,
he was more like, not like... He was more like, the childlike Hulk, but still have, some...
He was more... he was, definitely a misunderstood Hulk.
Well, because he was, he was raging at the lightning.
But he did kill people. Just accidentally by his breaking shit and smashing.
Yeah. Especially when those...
I mean, there was bystanders that did die. Or when people pissed him off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so he was still the monster, but he didn't mean anything ill by it. He wasn't looking to hurt people. Which was, exactly. He was provoked, and the Abomination was looking to cause misery.
Yeah.
And, carnage.
And sort of Blonsky's lust started to develop as the movie went
It was awesome because Blonsky, in his early first 1 or 2 serum injections, he was pretty much a reflection of Captain America.
Especially
of Captain America's abilities.
Had,
Especially, the first fight. He was doing the flips, he was holding his own. It was very exciting to see what Captain America could be through Blonsky. And even when the Hulk kicked him, Blonsky was in intensive care, and they really thought he was just done.
But that was he got kicked and then tumbles and then bam, hits a tree and,
it's just the full
holy
force,
crap,
full force of the Hulk against a super soldier was enough to almost kill him. But the super soldier serum was enough to revitalize him.
Well, heal him.
He was able to come back. So that was pretty cool, because that was also another thing that I always thought about Captain America was even though he was a super soldier, he wasn't bulletproof. I'm sure during
he still got
sure
injured.
during World War II he got injured or shot, but he was able to heal because of this strange serum, which we've gotten exposed to through this movie.
Well, I mean, through the movie continuity.
Mm-hmm.
So. I mean, which was established more about, the World War II serum.
Yep. So it was very, very vaguely hinted at. Like, how did Blonsky know about the super soldier program? Because I'm sure he studied Captain America.
Yeah.
Even though Captain
And
America
Cap was the first subject.
Even though Captain America wasn't specifically mentioned, there did seem to be some allusions to it.
Yeah.
Especially when Ross went into the old vaults and
Yeah.
pulled out like a really old canister and removed the serum.
But from Stark Industries.
No, that serum wasn't.
Well, I mean, the cryogenic container was like labeled Stark Industries on it.
Right, but the serum was from a Reinstein or some sort of German name.
Yeah.
And he lifts it
that
out.
That could be the name of the scientist.
Yeah, I know.
Getting killed,
I think he was, and then he lifted this blue serum.
Yeah.
Which kind of like blue cap type thing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it felt like it was very much in that kind of shared world, which was good. Yeah. And of course, the shared world went even further when Tony Stark appeared
at the very end.
At the very end. Don't bother waiting for the end credits.
Yeah, because we
tried to tell Nick, but he wouldn't believe it. He had to wait till the end to see.
Well, I don't know. You never know.
Sure.
I mean, obviously, because from what happened in Iron Man. But.
True. But no, they give you the teaser thing right at the very end.
Yeah.
Without having to wait, which was nice.
Yeah.
But so there was a nice shared world thing going on. Also, the good is their setup for the second movie.
Yeah.
Well, one through the introduction of the leader character.
Yeah, Samuel
Stearns, who was sort of like a part of the movie all along.
Yeah. And mind if I said, it had the elements of Return of the Monster with the Mr. Blue, Mr. Green, computer communication back and forth, and also the yoga meditation that Banner goes to relax himself. So
yeah, so
it had the elements of that, so which I thought was good because, and also that scene where he was like training with the guy and like slapped him across the face like work it.
Yeah, so it had moments where he was trying to control himself.
Yeah.
And at the very end, it found that at the end he could control it somewhat. He could control his transformations. Yeah. So that was kind of like a lead-in for the second movie. Then, of course, hinting at the leader, who in an accident when creating the Abomination gets some of the Hulk blood into his head wound, and his head starts to grow, just like, of course, the leader.
Yeah. So
that's kind of set up for the second one. You still have him on the run for the second one, because at the end, Hulk's always misunderstood, so he runs away. And Tony Stark at the end sets up a second one by talking about the Avengers Initiative.
Yeah.
And all that would entail if Hulk were to join, or Bruce Banner.
Which I think might happen in the Avengers, because it seemed to me at the end that they were going to use Ross to track down Banner, to recruit him.
Well, I'm assuming it's going to be what? Captain America, Iron Man, Hulk, Thor.
Pretty much the original Avengers.
Yeah, the old Avengers.
The old school Avengers.
So that's pretty exciting. Though I'll say it again, I have no interest in seeing an Ant-Man Wasp movie.
Yeah, and
I might not even go.
Yeah, and I wanted to correct. I think Marvel's not producing that one.
No?
No, they're not.
I think if they're going to introduce them in the Avengers movie.
Yeah. And
Not,
that's the one that they are producing.
Right, not anything else.
Yeah, that's like some other studio working on it. The same as thing with Lionsgate, and I saw the new teaser trailer for Punisher, and it doesn't. Yeah, it just looks like a bland action movie. I mean, not much really violence to it or darkness to it.
It doesn't seem dark.
No, it doesn't. It just seems like a bland action movie. They'll blow up shit, this and that. That's it.
That's too bad. I had a lot of high hopes for this Frank Castle reboot.
Yeah.
Oh well, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, so I guess fan bases are stuck, are in the divided between the two movies, the original Dolph Lundgren movie and the Thomas Jane version.
I think they both didn't do a good job.